Big up, everybody. It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back again with yet another live stream. This time, we're not going to do Man United related because we don't really have any Man United related, what should I say, players and whatnot in this particular segment. We're going to be focusing on international football, as you know, this midweek. We're starting off with, of course, I think it's the Nations League semifinal playing right now, but I was like, we'll watch it off stream, but I couldn't bother doing a watch along for it, to be honest. So today I wanted to focus more on basically talking about the country that I've lived in my whole entire life, and I still live here, Norway. Okay. My parents originally they from Somalia, and I'm born and raised here in Norway, Oslo, Norway. Yes, indeed. So I've been growing up watching, the men's uh, national team in Norway for years. Also the women's, but the women's they've been pulling up. They've been doing their thing. The men's though, oof, the story is quite different. We'll dive into all of that, and obviously I posted these three figures here for the layout because those, in my opinion, are more so a part of the vocal point. Those are the main figures, probably, or the biggest figures within this current Norway's national squad. So we'll get into that, of course. And yeah, so if you're interested, make sure to, of course, give this video a big thumbs up. And also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also join the membership as well. You're more than welcome to join the membership. You'll get a customized badge next to your name, emojis that you can use, as well as sneak peek into upcoming content. And while we get more, or as we get more members in, we'll definitely start to do more so sneak peek. Not sneak peek, I mean behind the scene type of content. So yeah, it's just another way to support the channel. But yeah, big up. Let me say hi to everybody that's here. Big up to Jarvis. My fellow Norwegian says, is Haaland playing or still hungover? Fam, I mean, I did see some training pictures. So he back. I believe today he was back in training. So, joined the rest of the squad. So he's available. Um, yeah, and that would be a good thing because the other two games that we had when we played Spain and Georgia or Georgia, they didn't end very well. Both of those qualifying games, because this is obviously European, it's qualification to the Euro Cup 2024. So freaking hell, we just had a World Cup, and now next year we're already looking, ahead to the Euro Cup. Will Norway be able to qualify? I don't know. I haven't been seeing Norway do that. From what I've been growing up. And we'll obviously talk more in depth about that, of course. Pick up to Bobby K. Pick up to KFC says pick up his Netherlands versus Croatia Nations League semifinal. Hey, big up. I mean, I do support Netherlands as well, so and Portugal. So Netherlands, hopefully you do your thing. Big up, fellow Norwegian Torstein. Hope you're doing well. Zane says, are you doing a watch along for the game self? Not today, fam. Today, I've been quite tired after work, so I was like, I couldn't bear doing a watch along, and the game isn't that it ain't that deep, if we're gonna be honest. Ben says we'll stick together as we're both United fans, but I'm Scottish. Oh yeah. So for 90 minutes we're not friends. Yeah, Ben, right now we cool, but those 90 minutes when the game kicks off. And big up to Stefan, also a fellow Norwegian. The game is gonna be on Saturday, I believe. The kickoff. I mean, it's gonna be here and also at Ullevål Stadium. The game is completely sold out. So I'm gonna be doing watch along for that game for sure. Um, that's gonna be, like I said, on Saturday. It's gonna be 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock here in Norway. So, like, to those of you who live in the UK, it'll be 5 o'clock p.m. Big up to Ming. Hope you're doing well. Schlotz says Croatia. Hey, I get it, Schlotz. I get it. But yeah, so we're focusing on Norway. Oh, you live close to Ulvostad. Big up. I mean, I have to take like subway and whatnot to get there, but I'll be in Ulvostadion in July to see Man United versus Leeds United. So that'll be nice. But yeah, so historically, Norway, when it comes to And when I say Norway, I'm mainly focusing on the men's football team here, because the women's, they've been doing it. They didn't do so well in the Euro Cup, obviously last year. They got slapped up by England 8-0, which hasn't happened before for the Norwegian women. So, and they have qualified. It's the Women's World Cup this summer. Norway already has qualified, but the men is kind of what we're focusing on more here, because I've just grown up with not. I've just been hearing stories from my dad talking about how you know how even though they didn't do much, but they still had some shocking games. Like, you remember in the World Cup, this past World Cup, where you saw, like, okay, Japan winning against Germany, and what other games were shockers, like Saudi Arabia winning against Argentina. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been some games where you know the underdog wins in a shocking manner against the the big shot, the actual superior team. And that's often what Norway has done, at least in the 90s, is what my dad has told me. I remember hearing about Norway versus Brazil, right? The World Cup winning Brazil with Ronaldo and Cafu and all that, that they actually did win, I think twice in the group stages. At least it has in the 98 World Cup. Norway did win, is what my dad has told me. And also, or was it 94? No, 94 was actually, I'm pretty certain. Wait. 98, 98, 98 World Cup, actually. Big up to Ring Laura too. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I mean, we had Egil Drillo Olsen as the coach at that time. And, you had Tor Andre Flo. Like, you had some heavy hitters back then, Mini Jakobsen. Like, especially when it came to like the 90s, like the late 90s. Few years where Norway did play well. They did qualify for the World Cup, whatnot. But when you think about Norway compared to our Scandinavian brothers, like Denmark, who has won the World Cup before, like Sweden, who be qualified here and there, like Iceland, even though they're not in Scandinavia, Finland, whatnot, but they still do qualify for like the World Cup or the Euro Cup or whatnot. But Norway, historically, for years, is quite the different in terms of. Oh, thank you, Tosha. Tosha says Norway versus Spain, Euro 2000, Norway win 1-0. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's like, no, we have, at least then they did have some type of um what should I say, moments, but it hasn't necessarily been like, okay, we're actually going to do more. Just struggling at this point. We're just struggling to even get into the set different tournaments. We're just about, often it's more so about like we're this close to get there finally, and then we miss out. I remember in the Euro Cup 2016, where 100% every pundit was like, yeah, yeah, of course we needed to just have, I think, one like playoff game or something against, I think it was Hungary, if I remember correctly. And some of the pundits were making fun of the goalkeeper, the Hungarian goalkeeper, who was wearing, the guy was wearing sweatpants, gray sweatpants. I remember it vividly. And I was thinking, why are we, prior to the game, already banking on we're going to go through? Why are we being a bit too arrogant? Because we shouldn't be having trust like this. We should not in any way, shape, or form act like we're the big dogs and we're going to go through, because the last tournament that we've been in was Euro 2000. People, I was 5. I was 5. I was 5 years old. You know how old I am now? 28. 28. It's been years, people. I want to see Norway's men's team in a tournament. Even if they don't get past the group stage, at least get there. Get there. I want to be able to be like, oh, especially now that we have Haaland, which we will talk about very soon, and then Martin Odegaard, who is Norway's national, I mean, captain, as he is also for Arsenal, whatnot. So come on, Norway. But that's the thing that we're going to talk about. We're going to be basically, you know, diving in, is there possibility as things stands, because we've already had a few games kicked off in its qualification, and it hasn't really started off in the best way at all. So that says a lot, I think. Says Ole Gunnar Solskjær, yeah, Brede Hangeland of Fulham, Tor André Flo, Jon Arne Riise Ballers, yeah, Morten Gams Pedersen, Jon Carew. Like, I grew up with some heavy hitters for me, or at least for me, what I remember was seeing, Ole Gunnar Solskjær more so the latter stages of his career, but seeing Jon Arne Riise, Jon Carew, Morten Gams Pedersen, like I said, you know, there's been some players there, and then maybe the past few years it's been Joshua King, who sadly been left out of the Norway's national team. I think the past year or so, but it is what it is. Stefan says, I'm 1 year older than you, born in 1994. A 90s gang. Pew, 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 pew. Rose who says, can't imagine that as an English fan, Sofia. Never look at it from other country perspective. Can't imagine that as an English fan, Sofia. Never look at it from other country perspective. Huh? Wait, Laura too. Can you? What are you saying? Because you, as an English person, that you haven't really thought about it from like Norway's perspective or another country's perspective. Is that where you saying, like, in your way? Maybe. Dusha said, be a little spoiled. We Norway fan. Oh, for sure. We have moments. It's a bit, but it's like we shouldn't be acting like we're the heavy hitters because we're not. So that's sometimes when I've been like the last. Oh yes, okay. I get you, Lenore, too. Yes, this is why I want to do this video. This is me just been following along with. I don't be watching Norway club football. My brother watched that a lot more. I don't. I find it a bit underwhelming and a bit boring. But I've always, as I've grown up, been watching, the national team for both men and women for years. As I do find that quite entertaining and whatnot. Even though we do, at least for the men, even though we don't qualify and whatnot, I still do find it interesting the whole pack, and try my best to catch up and watch every single game. So for me, it is I think, yeah, I'm quite fortunate, like I have a platform and I'm like, okay, why not do a video like this where I can give it from like a perspective from a fan that's actually in Norway and following them along, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Saying says your dad must be loving Odegaard being Arsenal and Norway's men's captain. Yeah, here for it. He's here for it. Minotu says we English are spoiled and we always want to win. That's a good point as well. That's a good point. Saying says I'm surprised Norway haven't grown like Hungary have. It's been, I mean, it's been quite, maybe in a lot of ways, just failed management over the years. There's a lot of good talent out there, and sometimes some players end up, maybe picking their, country of origin. I do feel like, not that I'm trying to make this, I don't want to make this seem like it's political or anything, because that's not where I'm going with, or that this is going to seem like I'm trying to paint a certain narrative, but I'm just saying, like, over the past few years, it's a little bit sad that the squad hasn't looked as diverse as it used to be some points here and there. But there are some players that I'm thinking, hey, that are playing outside of, maybe in Eastern Europe and whatnot, where you were thinking that they're balling out, they're doing their thing. You're thinking, why not have some of them also get a sniff? But we're seeing some now, which I will be diving into and showcase some of the names of all of the players that have been named into this the squad. Some names might be familiar, and then of course it's going to be a lot of names that aren't familiar with, I believe, a lot of you guys. So yeah, just kind of, like I said, I want to take it a little bit back with just talking about the history. We've done that, but I want to take it more so moving on to, I think, basically when it comes to Norway's qualification so far. We played, I did a watch along. I'm pretty sure, yeah, pretty sure I did a watch along for Norway versus Spain. Basically, it was Spain away. That game did not go so well. We lost 3-0. 3-0. And we had moments. What that was. That was back in March. So it was that game, and then it was Georgia also away, which ended in 1-1. Georgia or Georgia is the team where Kavicha Kvaratskhelia plays for. That's his country of origin, the Napoli winger. So, and then I remember also Scotland is also in that group, by the way. So let me just talk about like basically who's in the group. Shall we do so? Yes. So basically, we have Norway in the group, of course. What a given. I mean, that's a given. Scotland, who they're going to be playing against next. We will, of course, talk more so about that game. Spain, Georgia, and Cyprus. As of right now, basically in each group, like Norway's in Group A. So Norway, so far as things stands, prior to the game on Saturday, we're in group, not group, we're in third place, right? And second, the first and second place would mean that you will qualify, obviously, for Euro Cup and whatnot. I don't even think that. I think maybe third could be player. I don't. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the case. But the thing is, though, Scotland, they're first in the group. They are top of the group with 6 points, as they did. I'm pretty sure they won against Cyprus, and also they played against Spain. Like remember when McTominay scored a brace? He scored 2 goals against Spain. Like I was like, what? So that was a bit of a bummer for us. So Spain now, they won against us. They got 3 points. Also, then they lost against Scotland, of course, and then we have 1 point, as we did drew against Georgia, and then Georgia has 1 point, of course, and then Cyprus at the bottom with 0 points. So the upcoming game we have Scotland. We're going to be facing them, like I said, on Saturday, and then on I think it's Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday, I believe it is, because I remember I'm not going to be able to do the wash along because I'm at work. But next Tuesday, we're going to be facing, and it's going to be at home as well, Cyprus at home. It's a game that I expect us to win, but the Scotland game is the one that's a bit of a whoo. That that is going to be tough, especially with them having won 2 of their other games, 2 of the first qualifying games. If we end up losing I don't know if it's gonna look too bright for us, especially if Spain keep winning if they win their games and whatnot. It ain't gonna be looking too good, if that makes sense. I mean, after these 2 qualifying games here in June, there will still be 2 more, I believe, which will be in will start in September. So there'll be an international break then. Um, but it's a bummer. It's I don't know. I hope. But what I also do need to mention is the fact that when we did play Spain and Georgia back in March, that was at the same time where Haaland had to withdraw his, you know, he couldn't be there basically because due to injury. Remember, it was also a lot of people saying like, "Oh yeah, it's because because of Man City and whatnot." Like, yeah, it's all a lie. But I'm like, okay, but Liverpool game was right after the international break, and he still didn't play. So I generally do think that he indeed was injured, and that in my opinion, he wouldn't be just leaving, not being able to play if he wasn't fit. If he was fit, I believe he would have played. Is my opinion. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit concerned for these upcoming games. So, because even I mean, Haaland, he shows. Hopefully, this can be kind of the fact that this is after he won the treble and whatnot. That this can be a bit of a push in a way. Like, okay, let me galvanize like this feeling that I won something with my club football. Like, let's try to do something with Norway. Let's try to qualify people. Let's galvanize the troops and qualify. Like that should be the bare minimum. Which is sad, but that's the key. Because a lot of people outside be thinking, oh yeah, Norway, the whole Odegaard, of course they're gonna be. Yes, they're gonna show up. No, people, we're people, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. We still couldn't be able to qualify for the World Cup, you know, last time. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I hope, I really hope, but if this game, if it would have been Cyprus the first game, and then not Scotland, I would have been like, okay, that could have been giving a little bit of momentum and whatnot, but that's not the case now. It's gonna be Scotland. I'm gonna need McTominay not to pull up. Don't show up, please. No, I need you to show up for United. Haven't really done that much this season, so what are we gonna do here? Don't do it. Let me read some of you guys' comments before I showcase the squad for these upcoming international games. Okay. Connor, big up. Connor says, when is Norway's versus Scotland? Saturday. This Saturday. Norway says, I'm kind of neutral in this one. I like Norway because of Solskjaer, but Scotland are a British team, and hey, I get that. I get that. That's fair. Torshan says, sadly, I think Scotland will win. Fam, that could be the case. I don't know. We'll see. Tolumba says, evening. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Tolumba says, I'm supporting Norway and France at the Women's World Cup. I love Ingrid Engen. Okay. Oh, Ingrid Syrstad Engen. Yeah. She plays for Barcelona. Yeah, that's dope. Tolumba says, Norway might qualify, but you won't go far in the tournament. Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, for me, just qualifying would be, I want to do like the watch alongs and stuff with Norway and having Norway, come on. I want to see that. I haven't grown up seeing it. So for me, it will be important. I hope, but it's going to be tough. If we manage to do it, fair play. But I don't know, man. Tusha says Norway has a bad goalkeeper and uh, that's a fullback. Am I tripping? That says, big up sister. Does Haaland play? Haaland will be most likely playing. He's back training and whatnot, so he gonna be playing for sure. I'm pretty sure he will be playing. So let's look at the squad here. Let's do that real quick. Let's do that. So I have, here he is. Here it is. So you see, here's all of the names. I mean, one of the name, Marcus Holmgren Pedersen, had to withdraw because of injury, so he's been replaced. Let's talk about the other guys. So we have, okay, so we have Mathias Lønne Dyngeland, who plays for Brann. Why did I say it in a weird? Who plays for Brann? Why did I give an accent to it? What? Yeah, he plays for Brann. Oh, he's born the same. Okay, 95 gang A. So he's a goalkeeper, and I mean the basically our actual goalkeeper. Oh, of course. And then we have Örjan Horshold Nyland. That's the actual starting goalkeeper who plays for RB Leipzig. I don't think he's basically the main goalkeeper for RB Leipzig. I don't believe he is. I mean, Haaland is there. Don't you see it? Haaland is right there. Ali Braut Haaland. He's there. He's there. And then we have Egil Selvik, who plays for Haugesund. That's a Norwegian team. Kristoffer Ayer plays for Brentford. I feel like I haven't seen him that much for Brentford this season, but I don't know. Birgir Solberg Meling plays for Rennes. And we have a newcomer who hopefully will be able to make his debut. Bryce Bangomo plays for Bodø/Glimt. Born in 96, the same as my bro. And then Stian Rode Gregersen plays for FC Girondins de Bordeaux. Then we have Andreas Schjølberg Hanke Olsen, plays for, that's a defender by the way, plays for SV Mainz. All right. We have, like I said, Marcus Holgren Pedersen had to withdraw, so he ain't playing. Julian Ryerson plays for Dortmund, a fullback. I remember when I did the watch along for Dortmund versus Mainz, he was playing. So yeah, we also have Ken Remi Stefan Strandberg, plays for Vålerenga, also another defender. Leo Skiri Østegård Odegaard, defender, plays for Napoli. I don't think he's gotten that many minutes though. Like he's maybe some. I don't necessarily know if he's been starting that much this season, but he's gotten some minutes off from the bench. But yeah, and then Fredrik Aursnes, who plays for Benfica. I remember when I did the watch along for Inter versus Benfica, he was playing and he just played well, more so a winger. And then we have yet another that potentially a newcomer, basically, Kristoffer Welde, who plays for KKS Lech Poznan, Polish club. Patrik Berg, Bodeglimt. Sander Berge, some of you guys know, plays for Sheffield United. Um, Sheffield United, obviously, they're back in the Prem, but I don't know if he's still going to necessarily be playing for Sheffield United. A little bit unsure, but we'll see. Mats Möller-Dählie plays for FC Nuremberg. Mohamed Elionossi, some of you guys might be familiar with that name. It's the Southampton player, yes, with Morocco origin. Ole Selvåg Solbakken plays for Roma. Remember, it was a game where Roma, I think it might have been Roma, Napoli, Roma Inter or something, but like he was going to get subbed in, but I think Roma ended up scoring, and then Mourinho was like, "Sorry, you sit back." That was kind of funny. Christian Torsfeldt played for Sassuolo. Yes, his father used to be a goalkeeper for at least what I've heard for Spurs back in the day. It was one game I think my dad told me that he made a howler. Håvard, I believe, Torsfeldt. Hugo Vegard Vetlesen, Bodeglimt. A lot of Bodeglimts. Martin Odegaard, of course. Arsenal. That's our captain. Erling Braut Haaland. City, of course. Bård Finne, Brann. Jørgen Strand Larsen, Celta Vigo. And another one up top, we have Alexander Sørloth, who plays for Real Sociedad. Yes. So that's basically the full-on squad here. And there was also somebody that, since Martin Holmgren Pedersen did get, he had to be replaced. I'm just trying to double check here. Who does it say here? Who ended up with? Wait, Pedersen? Nope. Pedersen. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see the rest of your comments, but keep getting the likes up. Holmgren Pedersen. Spider-Man, watch out. You know what? I'll double check that later. But yeah, so, hey, it's going to be quite interesting. But so far, I mean, some names are interesting. Others are like, yeah, we'll see. Big up to hanging with my nomies. Hope you're doing well. Says big up Sofia. We're in discussion with Barella. Here we go. I heard that and I was like, oh my God. What I hope, and I like it. Lucas, I like y'all. But I hope the Man United can hijack that. We'll see. That says, are you doing anything for England game tomorrow for Friday? Oh no, tomorrow I'm gonna be taking a break actually. I'm working a longer shift tomorrow at work. We have like a big event, and I know that I'm gonna be super exhausted when I'm home, so I'm probably not gonna do a video unless like if there's anything Man United related, like you know, shake your seat to Man United, here we go. That's when I'll go live if I do have energy for it. But other than that, no. But I will be doing a watch along for the England game for sure. Big up to Miguel, who's been here on the channel before. Definitely have you back soon, brother. Hope you're doing well. Fellow United supporter, also Portuguese. Someone says, Sofia, what is Norway's population? I think we're past like 6 million now. Yeah, I believe so. Hang with my one says, we Norway player I really like is Odin Holm. He looks a future star for Norway. Oh, okay. Odin Holm. Okay. Cool. You know what this is? I think with Holland you have chance, probably best chance is 2000. I would agree that this has to be like, if there's really a chance, it should be now to be able to do it with Holland, but also having a Martin Odegaard. There's some others like Like I said, Auschnes, who plays for Benfica. Like Miguel says, Auschnes has been very good for Benfica. There's also, he's a winger. There's something interesting with him. There's also some others where you're thinking, can we? So I hope, but sometimes it's been like, okay, you do see some quality players, and then there could be some players that necessarily don't really play that much, maybe club level football, but they always be able to get themselves into the national team, like such as Maguire and whatnot. Even though Maguire do often show up for England, we have sometimes some players that are like, can we? There are flowers out there. Can we try to find the gems? You know what I'm saying? But hey, we'll see. Toronto says, do you think with the season Rashford has had, he will start? Maggie's definitely starting. I think so. I hope so. Haaland gives me Ibra vibes. LOL. I mean, hey, that is fair. That he gives me a little bit that as well. Because his Netherlands are winning 1-0. Ooh, yes! Against Croatia in the semis of Nations League. Big up. You know what he says? With Odegaard be like Schneider Ibra combo at Inter, I think was if they were their same time, not sure. Real? Oh, really? Maybe. Hey. Tonova says, Sophia, like someone said last night, your graphics are fire. They keep getting better. Oh, thank you, Tonova. I appreciate that you guys, are, seeing the effort that I put into this because it does take some time. Like, I do this before work, I do this after work. Like, I put a lot of effort into trying to, you know, um, just push my creativity even further, and I love doing it because I just love being creative and having an outlet where I can do it because this is my platform. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. So I appreciate that you guys see the effort that I'm putting in. So thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm trying to always see what else can I do better. So pick up. Yes, that's the Premier League fixtures are out tomorrow. That's gonna be interesting. I'm definitely gonna be before work probably checking the games and whatnot, the watch that I'll do, match breaks. Like I'll start to like plan stuff and whatnot. So that'll be interesting. Miguel says, who do you think will be man at the first game of the season? I think it will be Bournemouth. Maybe. We will see. We will see. Big up, Osan. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, let's continue back with, like I said, Norway. I will definitely do Man United related stream, of course, again soon. I'll probably be more so back in the weekend, unless anything big happens tomorrow, potentially Friday. Then we might do something then. But yeah. So like I said, when it comes to Norway's qualifying games and whatnot, it, it'll be difficult. The upcoming one is, of course, like I said, Scotland. We got 1 point. We need to win that game. I don't want to draw. We have to win it. Will we though? That's kind of the main thing here. I do think. I mean, Haaland 100% will be starting. Odegaard, that's a given, will be starting. I mean, Nylam, our goalkeeper, will be starting. Who else am I thinking about? Will he be starting Birgit Meling? Ryerson, I would love to see. Would be. Actually, it does definitely need to start for sure. I'm trying to think. Will he do like a? Because this is our manager, Ståle Storbakken, who used to manage FC Copenhagen. Remember when Copenhagen used to be like, in the Champions League and whatnot, and stuff like that? He was, hey, they showed up here and there. It was interesting to see. So he's now been, Norway's national head coach for not that long, but little while. I think his new contract got renewed, so it'll be expiring in 2026, depending on if Norway qualify for the World Cup. That's also a thing here. Miguel says we better hope McTominay doesn't have a masterclass. Yeah, I don't. I don't. But the thing is, though, what helps is Norway is playing at home. Okay, it's gonna be here in Oslo at Ullevål Stadion, so it does make a difference. I do think the only thing is just what I'm trying to see here is because we haven't had Haaland play here for the past 2 games, in March, like I said, when he was injured and whatnot, it does kind of give a little bit like, I'm a little bit unsure because we can't necessarily just bank on him. It also needs to be other players showing up because what if he has an off day? What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, with Haaland in the Champions League final, he had an off day. I said to be on him like a hawk. But then you had other players, Rodri showing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily sometimes always know, or it's necessarily that for Norway. No, I can't. It isn't. We can't compare Norway and City and say that player for player, the actual squad, the team that City has in Norway, it's night and day. We have some gems here, and of course, world class here in I would say Haaland, incredible, and then you have, like I said, Odegaard also incredible. Arsnes plays for Benfica, great, and whatnot. There's some here, but as a collective, that's what we're trying to work on. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I do think I'm gonna hope and believe that we're gonna be able to win this guy. I'm thinking with Haaland winning the treble, hopefully that can be like a little bit. You know what, guys? It was a lovely feeling winning a treble. That was incredible. Not that I'm saying like that can be compared for the you know national team, whatnot. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is put that same mentality and mindset in trying to push that towards your fellow teammates as well. Being like, hey, come on now, let's try to win this. Let's qualify. Let's get into the Euro Cup. Let's do it. We might as well. So I hope so, but it's gonna be difficult. When it comes to that game, I want to believe. So I'm gonna predict that we're gonna win because we're home. We got Holland back, but it's not the end and be all. Players got to show up, and tactically we got to be on it as well. You know, um, but I do think we can win. I think we can win. I'm gonna say it actually. I'm gonna say we're gonna win. I'll predict 2-1 to Norway. McTominay will score one. Holland will score one, and Arsnes will score the other one. So 2-1 to Norway is what I'm gonna say. Big up Niall. I mean, Niall is Scottish, so of course, he gonna be back in his team, and that's fair. Come on, Scotland, we will smash Norway. We will see. Also says, how do you pronounce Nyland's full name? Oh, Örjan Horshold Nyland. Örjan Horshold Nyland. Yes, Örjan Horshold Nyland. Yeah. No chance you're beating us on Saturday. Scotland are better on paper. I mean, they definitely are the better team. Like, we're not gonna. I will say that you have Tierney, the first name that I'm thinking about, Kieran Tierney, Andrew Robertson, John McGinn from Villa. Hey, that's the guy that and Scott McTominay's been pulling up and whatnot for Scotland. So you do have players that already play like in the Prem and whatnot that been playing like more so top level football, like in a higher level and whatnot, right? At least in England and whatnot, or in the UK. So I do think Torsdag says, kan du prate på nynorsk? Nynorsk? I mean, hey, nynorsk. I mean, that technically is, writing style, my friend, but let me know. Or do you want me to speak Norwegian again? We can do that. Authentic pronunciation is always dope. Hey, you know, we're trying over here. Like for me, it would be weird to be saying Erling Erling Braut Haaland. Like I'm not gonna no Erling Braut Haaland. That's what we gonna say. Even though it's adorable, hearing the Haalands and whatnot, but we gonna say Haaland. Now since we have a great midfield, we don't have James McFadden anymore or Lee Griffiths. Ah, okay. Hello, Hungy. Says I so finally able to catch you live again. Hey, my G, Hungy. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm just, focusing on international football here and whatnot. So, like I said, Norway, Scotland. After that, it's Cyprus. I do think we're going to win that game, though. I'm going to probably predict like a 3-0 in that game. I really wish that game would have been before the Scotland, like if they just could switch. And it's also a little bit annoying because the Cyprus game is going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be basically when I'm back home from work and I wouldn't be able to have time to actually get ready to do a live. So I know I would be hell exhausted, but I was thinking to actually do a match reaction after that game. But the Scotland game on Saturday, I'm definitely able to do a watch along, which I will be doing. So that's going to be quite nice. Oh, Billy Gilmore, yes, of course. Lynn Dykes and Shay Adam, yeah. Scotland has some bear players. They do, they do. When he said Sofia, it said it. Wait, it didn't say Sofia. Said it yesterday already, but no excuse. They're gonna hold. I have to qualify, bro. The thing is, though, that's what I was saying earlier, Hungi, before you came. The thing is, a lot of people be saying like, "There's no excuses." Just because we have Odegaard and Haaland doesn't mean we're gonna qualify. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's. Are they gonna show up for the entire team? They gotta show up. They gotta show up for sure. They gotta do their parts. Erdogan got to do his part with galvanizing the team and whatnot. But I think it's important to not be like, especially from an outside perspective, be like, yeah, but great. Norway have Haaland and Odegaard 100%. Of course they have to qualify. It's not. I'm telling you, it really isn't that. Yeah, let's not do that. Spain. I know Spain is in the worst form in the year. Hey. Spain got slapped up by Netherlands in the World Cup 2014. Aight? Remember the Flying Dutchman? That was 9 years ago, I think today or yesterday. No, it was today actually. Oh my god, I love that game. Oh god, that was incredible World Cup, man. I loved it. I loved that the group stages. Oof. Seeing, even though it's quite sad because it was De Gea that was in gold, and I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry, DDG, but I've never been a fan of Spain when it comes to the game. But now since McTominay will play out his skin, heard it here first. I'll come back to this. Amir, big up, says, did you see the league fixtures for next season? Apparently, Manchester United will be playing against Luton Town. Wait, I saw another where it showcased that we were going to be playing Brighton. Says there's another league? I don't know. Okay, weird. He says Spain. Wait, I did read that. And I think, with all due respect, your squad is at least on par with Scotland. We're not far off, but some parts we would be at par. But I think, like, on paper, if you're looking at it, there's some, like us, of course, Holland. Wow, Odegaard. Wow. There's some players, like I said, like, looking at the names, there are some players. But overall, if we then take out an 11 from all of the players, I don't know. But there are some names, if we're going to exclude Odegaard and Haaland, like Julian Ryerson, like I said, who plays for Dortmund. Interesting. Fredrik Aursnes, who plays for Benfica, like I said, also interesting. Ola Solbakken, Roma. Been a little bit here and there, but hey, still. Alexander Sörloth, even though he can be quite wasteful often, though, as a striker up top. But hey, there's some. There's Hanke Olsen. There's some names here. Leo Skiri Östergaard plays for Napoli. There are some players here that you're thinking, hmm. And there's also some that's getting, what should I say? First time getting, called up to the national team. Like I said, Christopher Welde plays for Polish team. Bryce Wembangomo plays for Bodø Glimt. There's some. I don't know much about them personally, so I can't be saying because I haven't seen, them play. I've been hearing about more so Christopher Welde here and there, but I haven't seen him. So there's some. And Mohamed Elanossi plays for, like I said, Southampton and whatnot. Hey, there are some gems here mixed in with the world class players. There are. So the more I look at some of the names, the more I'm like, I am excited. And I think that, because like what you're saying, Hungi, it's not wrong. I do think that this has to be like the best opportunity to actually be able to qualify. We should, but will we? Is the other case. Good night to you, Ring Laura. Hope we see you soon. I'm off now for a while. No worries, mate. Hope you're good. Who says, yeah, they have Tierney and Robertson, and one of them already has to play CB, which is, yeah, Yeah, which is unfortunate for sure. Torstein Toran Flo is the reason why I became Chelsea fan in the late 90s. Oh, I didn't know you were a Chelsea fan, Torstein. Hey, just, players, big up though. Big up. Hongi says, what happened to the Harry Gig guy? He was at Milan a few years back, I think. Yeah, you know what? He has to be called up. I don't know. I think he was. I think when we did play Spain in Georgia back in March, that he was called up and he was on the bench. I think he came on in one of the games. I think he did. But I don't know if it might be an injury or if it just have been overlooked. That the manager, Ståle Solbakken, just didn't feel like it will work for this game. I don't know. Or for these upcoming games. So, but yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Jens Petter Hauge. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, yeah. We'll see. We will see indeed. That will be quite interesting. Yeah, that's basically, for the question that I did ask in the thumbnail and also in the title. Will Norway qualify for Euro Cup 2024? We should, but will we is another case. I think we have an opportunity, but we have to win against Scotland. We have to, I think we have to really win against Scotland and against Cyprus on Tuesday so that we can more so. And also, we do have, at the same time, also have to keep in mind how it goes for Spain, which they are in the same group and whatnot, and of course Scotland, who we are playing on Saturday. So it's gonna be intense, but I'm gonna be there, not there, but I'll be here waiting for it. Oh, Torstein, no, Torstein, of course you can. Torstein, this is a show for everybody. Like this is a platform for everybody. I got bare Liverpool, and y'all know I hate Liverpool and Arsenal. We got bare Liverpool and Arsenal. Um, what should I say? Fans, supporters in the chat. So it doesn't matter. Like this is not a platform. This is not Sofia's Man United talk. And even if it was, like I still be watching. I be watching like Liverpool related channels. I be watching Spurs. Be watching Chelsea. Like I don't care if I like you as a person. If I like what you do, I'm gonna be watching. So it doesn't really matter. And like I said, this is not. This is for everybody. And we're also talking about international football. You're fellow Norwegian as well. So of course, like, come on now. He says, Sofia, maybe you don't care so much because you're a United fan, but Holland will struggle in terms of Ballon d'Or if Norway keeps not getting qualified for big tournaments. I mean, I do care more so because I like as fellow Norwegian, whatnot. Like I do, I would love to see, you know, him do well and whatnot. But I get where your point is. Like it is a bummer. What can you do? But I still do think that but it needs to also be put into or in the back of our minds that like he won a treble, so I think he's warranted to win the Ballon d'Or, the next Ballon d'Or this year. I think he should over Messi, but we'll probably do a video on that once that comes on, and that will be like what, in November or something. So yeah. Well, says Sophia, outside of Norway, what country do you support internationally? Oh, it's these two. So it's always been Portugal and Netherlands for years. Like since 2004, I've always been supporting those two teams, and I do occasionally also be like England and whatnot. But those two in particular, sometimes France is alright, but and then also I do love to see how far African teams can go as well as a fellow African. Yes, Tolan says outside Somalia too. I mean, Somalia don't do much. I mean, I think the under 17 actually may be qualified for the AFCON, I think, is what I heard recently. So I'll probably be checking that out. But yeah, so hopefully, Somalia can do something, or Somaliland potentially. We'll see. Only said I speak out of experience with Lewandowski. Yes, my guy got robbed in 2020. Hey, I agree. In Poland, actually does at least qualify for tournaments. Yep, they do, and they do still be having some like moments and whatnot where they don't necessarily just not. I'm trying to think with Poland, do they qualify past the group stages? I think sometimes they do, but not always. Regardless, though, they do, like you said, Hongi, at least they do qualify. Norway haven't done it since the year 2000. So at least we have to make sure that we do it now. So I want to qualify for Euro Cup 2024. I want to also qualify for the World Cup 2026. I want to see Norway in it. I want to. It's annoying not having, like I said, even though I do be supporting Netherlands and Portugal and whatnot, it still would be nice to support a country where you do have a bit even more of a connection with, since I do live here and I live here in my entire life, right? So it would be nice to see that, but maybe one day, hopefully, well, it'll happen. We have to obviously start with this game, which is Scotland, like I said, and I'm gonna believe that we can do it. I want to believe. I want to believe. I'm gonna believe because if we have an opportunity, which we do, we should take it. Georgia says I hate Liverpool more than Man United. I mean, hey, I see it. I see it. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end it at here for this match preview. This more so talking. Oh, you were age 8 in 2000. Hey, 5. 5. Big up, big up. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate for you guys taking your time to be here for this. Inside Norway region football international. Yes, just thank you. When he says, but I shouldn't speak anyway. We, Germany, are lucky to be the host the way we are. We would 100% struggle at qualifiers. Oh, hey, y'all, you guys are the host. Freaking hell. Hey, damn. You would. You would. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. But thank you, everybody. I will be taking a break tomorrow as I do have work. I'm going to be working starting a little bit earlier and then also working longer. We have like a big celebration event at work for the kids tomorrow, so I will probably be hell exhausted when I'm home from work. But if there's anything related to, the only way I'm going live if something major happens in terms of especially Man United. If we heave Sheikh Yassim to Man United, new Man United, what should I say? Owner, here we go. We're going live. I'll get all the energy that I can. We're going live. But until then, taking a break tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday to do a watch along for Malta versus England in their Euro Cup qualifiers. I'm pretty sure that is a Euro Cup qualification. So, even though England probably will be, it is what it is. But hey, why not do a watch along? Why not? I want to be checking out like Rashford and Shaw and whatnot. Then obviously, probably going to see Maguire, even though he should go and whatnot. But that's for another day. Tuluma says, good show, Sofia. Until the next one. Thank you. Rest is needed. Don't overwork yourself. That exactly. I'm trying to keep a balance. Yes. So we'll probably will be taking a break tomorrow if we're gonna be honest. Hey, 1-1. Ooh, I need to let me try to check out that game now. We should do that as we are heading off. But yeah, so I'll see you guys on Friday. And then of course the watch along for this game. Norway versus Scotland on Saturday. And then other United related stuff throughout the weekend. So big up everybody. Thanks for being here. Remember to feel free to join the SFT membership. Link in the description box. Also in the pinned chat. If you watch this on a computer, scroll down, click the join button, and you can become a member of Sophia's Football Talk. Just another way to support the channel. Make sure though that you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're watching this on the replay, do let me know what your thoughts are about the video and stuff, and do let me know what you think Norway hopes are for qualifying to Euro Cup 2024 and whatnot. So let me know. Yeah, they did. And subscribe as well. We're not that far away from basically we're actually not that far away from 1.8k and then 2k after that. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Yes. But I see you guys on Friday. Love you all. Thanks for always supporting your girl. Bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.